Our graduates who study at any of ASU's campus locations, we are celebrating students who have completed degrees through ASU's online campus. We have more than 3,200 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral online students graduating this spring. These Sun Devils are located across the United States and abroad, and many have traveled to join us here on Tempe campus. This graduating class also includes a record number of graduates enrolled through the Starbucks College Achievement Plan. Through ASU's collaboration with Starbucks, over 500 partners have completed their degrees this spring. We welcome all of today's graduating students to today's celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated during the processional. Entering the stage is Arizona State University President Michael M. Crow, wearing the chain of office, and the Grand Marshal, University Academic Council President Donna Cataldo, carrying the university ceremonial mace, and University Provost Mark Serro. They are leading the platform party, which consists of representatives of the Arizona Board of Regents, university vice presidents, academic deans, undergraduate student government presidents, and the student soloist. Now entering the field are representatives of the university faculty. They are processing behind the college gonfalons, which are being accompanied by distinguished faculty representatives who are serving as college marshals this evening. The college marshals are faculty members who have been selected by their colleges as representatives of the faculty, students, and staff of each college. In addition to maroon and gold representing the university, each gonfalon contains the distinctive academic color for the college it represents. You will find additional academic regalia information near the back of your program. Also processing are our distinguished military veterans and ROTC candidates who are graduating this evening. ROTC candidates represent the Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, and Coast Guard. Representatives for the Golden Class of 1969 are next to enter the field, following the Golden Class banner. The Golden Class banner is carried in this evening by John Holman. John is a triple devil. He earned his Bachelor's of Science in 1969, followed by his Master's of Business Administration and his Juris Doctorate. He was also the president of the Associated Students of ASU. Please welcome members of the ASU Golden Class of 1969 to tonight's ceremony. Please also welcome the sign language interpreters for today's ceremony. Rebecca Breesaker, Lori Johnson, Beth Kovach, and Amanda Taylor. Thank you for your assistance today. Today's music is provided by the Sonoran Brass Choir. As a courtesy to today's graduates and guests, we ask that you please silence telephones and electronic devices. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem and the presentation of colors. The colors will be presented by Arizona State University's Color Guard. Please join Taryn Cantrell, who is graduating with a bachelor's degree in vocal performance, in singing the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Platform party members, graduates, and guests, please be seated. The placing of the University Mace by the Grand Marshal Donna Cataldo, President of the University Senate and Chair of the University Academic Council, signals the beginning of this official university ceremony.
No, we're good now. Thank you. Nice shot. Nice shot of that.
The graduating class, members of the Arizona Board of Regents, together with university administrators, faculty, and staff, welcome you, our guests, to this Arizona State University commencement. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael M. Crow, President Crow.
On behalf of our entire university community, almost 30,000 staff, 4,000 faculty members, 75,000 students amongst us on our campuses, hundreds of thousands of learners from around the world that are linked to us, who are all interested in what's going on here today, let me welcome you to Arizona State University to graduate the class of 2019. We are a community of scholars, of problem solvers, of dreamers, of artists, of creators, of thinkers, of teachers, of scientists, of everything that you can imagine. And we've brought your family here as students, and we've done the best that we could do to get them ready to be what we think of as a master learner, a person prepared to learn anything going forward. Don't worry about the fact that that's not obvious every day of the week. All right, a little bit of laughter. But it is what we have tried to do. It's what we've worked for 4 or 5 and sometimes longer for some of our students who are graduating. But what I want to do now is I'd like all of our graduates to stand and thank their family members for everything that they've done for them. Thank you. I'd like everyone in the audience, or if you're graduating or on the platform up here, if you've been a teacher at pre-kindergarten through community college, helping to prepare our students, I'd like to have you stand so that we can recognize you for your service in helping us to graduate these students. Thank you. I'd like the Arizona State University faculty to stand so I might thank you and congratulate you on your students that are graduating today. Our faculty are fantastic. They're fantastic teachers, fantastic scholars, deeply dedicated to the university that we've constructed, an unbelievably diverse institution with students on campus from 140 countries, all 50 states, every family background, every religious background, every background that you can imagine. And our faculty have found a way to advance their subjects, advance their fields, engage with our students. So just thank you, ASU faculty. It's really fantastic. One of the things that's going on in our society is that we have to find ways to reach more people, to engage more people, to drive our democracy forward, to make the fruits of our democracy, justice and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, available to everyone. To do that means through time that old models don't work. We need new kinds of universities, universities willing to take on the notion that we, in fact, have contributed to some of the disparities that are now existing in our society. We have contributed to some of the social problems and social issues and income disparities that are existing in our society. And so we believe that it's time, and we have been doing this, to advance a new kind of university, what we call the New American University. I'd like everyone, particularly our visitors, to just take a couple minutes to watch and listen very carefully to our charter video. And then I have one last message for our graduates. Run the charter video. One of the things I noticed in my travels around academia was this increasing separation from society. You know, harder and harder to translate what the university was doing, harder and harder for kids that were hardworking kids with B averages from high school to find a pathway. What we have found, and this is something that I learned the hard way here myself, was that we, the educators, have been those that have created these disparities. We've created these disparities by not figuring out how to educate across the spectrum of our society. We narrow, we pick, we select. So long as we do that, we're going to get these very disparate outcomes. And so we're trying to work against those outcomes.
When we say an institution that's accessible and defined by who we include and not exclude, what we're also saying is that we're an institution that represents the world.
We can talk about individual potential, but without thinking seriously about systems attached to that, it's not really going to work, because it's not really true that anyone can grow up and be anything. So some kid whose parents are Rhodes Scholars fundamentally has a different pathway to life and success than some kid who's working at McDonald's.
We're ensuring that those that are ready are able to participate, regardless of ethnicity, background, zip code, resource, lack thereof. Kids are able to be on this campus and make it their own and understand that they can go to college, they can graduate from college, and they can find viable careers to sustain themselves and others.
And a public university takes on a social objective, a social change and economic change objective, trying to find a way at scale to impact society at large.
The challenges societally and globally are so significant that if we are not an institution that is playing a critical role in solving those problems, then we are not going to be relevant for the long term.
In everything that we do, we ask ourselves the question, what can we do better for humanity? And take our role in society to be one where we are here to serve.
We engage our students at all levels and our faculty in developing new knowledge, new solutions, new designs that are really going to make a big difference in the big areas that the world needs right now.
We want our scholarship, our research, and our output to have an immediate benefit at a local level to solve a problem right here. Even bolder, to say, hey, can our graduates, can our work at this institution have an impact upon the 7 billion? So that's in our lexicon, that's in our language, and it is in our culture.
on trying to find every means, every tool, every innovation we can possibly create to now take that notion of the success of the individual student and then apply that to every person that we touch, furthering the development of our society, furthering the development of each and every individual in our society. If we can pull that off, then we have figured out what a public university is supposed to be. So, in this video, in this charter, we are taking responsibility as an institution to get it right, to figure out how to move forward in a different way so that everybody has a chance to move their lives forward and everybody has a chance to become a master learner and everybody has a chance to move their family forward and everybody has a chance to help make the democracy more successful. So I have one message for you. Do not sit back and watch. Do not sit back and complain. Do not whine. Take responsibility. Take action. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, President Crow. Senior Vice President and Secretary of the University and President of the ASU Alumni Association, Dr. Christine Wilkinson, will introduce the outstanding graduates of the class of 2019.
Thank you. There are those students who maximize the opportunities presented to them, who excel in their academic efforts, lead in community and service organizations and endeavors, take new challenges, and who impressively balance all of these every day. These students are exemplars, and it is an honor to recognize them as part of this ceremony. Please direct your attention to the screen for a video presenting the outstanding graduates of each college.
It's our human responsibility to make sure that we forge a path not only for ourselves but for the people coming in front of us and around us.
I want to use my skills and my education to make films and talk about stories and talk about people who have been silenced for so long.
I think the biggest way that ASU has prepared me for my future career is this concept that we're not learning for the sake of knowledge in and of itself, but we're learning about people so we can better serve people.
I knew that no matter what field I went into when I went into college, I wanted to be helping people in some way. And so being a doctor, you would have helped people with their health, but being a journalist, we also help inform and educate the public. So ASU was the best option for me because it offered not just hands-on experience in the classrooms, learning how to report and learning how to do interviews, but it also offered me opportunities outside the school.
The ASU has definitely prepared me to go out and make my mark in the world.
The main thing I want to do in the world is I want to help people. That's what I love doing. As a group fitness instructor, I love helping people. I love them realizing what they can do and challenging them and seeing them grow.
I definitely want to be an advocate for others, and I want to inspire others to use their voices as well as to tell their full stories.
So after ASU, I'm going on a Fulbright grant to Hungary to teach Romani students at the university level, who are a group of people that are underserved in the Hungarian community. My dream for Host ASU, the impact I might make on the world, is to connect communities with the common language of education.
My dream is to show the world that math can be used in a myriad of different fields and has multiple applications, even when you think it might not help you.
I've loved every minute of being part of the Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions. I've loved all the faculty, and I feel like we're just one big family down there, and I'm happy to represent them today.
ASU is the right school for me because it gave me all the opportunities of a big public university while also giving me the individualized support of Barrett the Honors College.
I'm passionate about sustainability because I really feel that we need to represent people, the environment, and our economy and make sure that we balance it out equally.
I was working with this student and they had that light bulb moment when I was working with them and they're like, oh, I finally get this. And just seeing that more and more times always makes me a lot more sure of my decision to be a teacher.
One of the main reasons to come to ASU was the prestige of ASU and that they are leaders in innovation and promote that in their students.
I'm really looking forward to starting my career and seeing where it takes me, and I'll always be keeping ASU and the W.P. Carey School in mind as I plan to be an active contributor to the university.
The thing I want to inspire in everyone is that it's not too late for you to go back to school. If you didn't go right after high school, or you had circumstances in your life that you had to drop out, you can still go back, doesn't matter how old you are, and be successful.
I really wanted to get out of my small town bubble and gain an appreciation for other cultures, but also educate myself on the issues that are facing the world today.
Congratulations to these students and all of tonight's graduates. Go Devils!
To extend greetings on behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, please welcome Chair of the Board, Regent Ron Shupman.
Good evening, 2019 Sun Devil graduates. It's great to see you. I bring you greetings from all the regents who are very proud of your accomplishment. We share in your triumph because you are the culmination of all the work that we do. You represent our ultimate goal, and that is the success of every student here at ASU. So thank you for the hard work, and thank you for making it through. Tonight, we unleash the power of over 13,000 Sun Devils on the world, each prepared to lead the world into the future. 47 years ago, I was one of you, a newly minted Sun Devil graduate. I promise you, I could not have imagined I'd be standing here with you tonight. But as I look back, I realize that my Sun Devil experience prepared me for a life filled with challenges, but unbelievable opportunities. My Arizona State University degree served me well, but I suggest to you that each of you is far better prepared than I was, and perhaps better prepared than any class of Sun Devils yet to graduate. It's a tribute to the great faculty and staff of this institution. While none of us can predict where life will take us, I encourage you to use your talent, your skill, and your passion to follow your dreams, live a successful life wherever that takes you. But also, please consider investing part of yourself into your communities, into your state, and into your nation. Your critical thinking skills, your adaptability, your thirst for knowledge are tools that you now have. We're counting on you to use them for good and to lead. A couple questions for you to ponder. Will it be the class of 2019 that takes on the grand challenges facing our planet and solves them? Equally important, will this class of 2019 set new and civil standards for the political tone in our nation? Can this class model the behavior that maintains dignity of everyone, including those you disagree with? Finally, can you and will you lead with integrity? We believe you can, and we're counting on you to be the new next greatest generation, a generation that leads this nation and the world to a much better tomorrow. So congratulations, graduates. Tonight we celebrate, tomorrow the world. Go Devils!
Thank you, Regent Shootman. In addition to Regent Shootman, we have other members of the Board of Regents with us tonight. Regent Bill Ridnewer of Phoenix. Regent Jay Heiler of Paradise Valley. Regent Fred Duval of Phoenix. And Regent Andrea De Gravina of Gilbert. We appreciate you taking time to be with us. Allison Perkins, President of the Undergraduate Student Association of Arizona State University Downtown Campus, will now present graduating student cohorts.
There are many shared experiences among graduates present today. These experiences are just a few of the many threads in an exceptional tapestry of students, faculty, and staff that make up Arizona State University. Will those students who have worked full or part-time while pursuing a degree please stand and be recognized? Will those students who have participated in community service or volunteer work while pursuing a degree please stand and be recognized? Will those students who are first-generation graduates please stand to be recognized? These are just a few of many ways students identify themselves. As a whole, they represent the purpose of the university, to educate and to enrich the lives of students. On behalf of all of the students from the Tempe, West, Polytechnic, and downtown campuses, congratulations to all of today's graduates.
Teresa Trish Gobranson, Chair of the Arizona State University Alumni Board, who received a Bachelor of Science degree from the W.P. Carey School of Business in 1988, will now greet the class of 2019 on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Thank you and good evening. It's a tradition that the Golden Anniversary class be recognized and honored at the spring commencement ceremony. It is my very special pleasure to welcome representatives from the Golden Reunion class back to campus. Members of the class of 1969, please rise and accept our warm welcome and congratulations. On behalf of the ASU Alumni Association, we congratulate you on the 50th anniversary of your degree from what is now known as the New American University. To today's graduates in the class of 2019, we welcome you to the worldwide network of Sun Devils and wish you much success wherever your degrees take you. Congratulations and go Devils!
Dr. Mark Searle, Executive Vice President and University Provost, will present the Spring 2019 Honorary Degree recipient.
Good evening and congratulations, graduates. It's my pleasure this evening to present the honorary degree, which has a long academic history among universities. The honorary degree recognizes those who've contributed significantly in their particular field and to society at large. I would like to ask David Brooks, the 2019 recipient of the honorary degree, to come forward, and Dr. Patrick Kenny, the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, will perform the rite of investiture. A seasoned journalist, David Brooks began his media career as a police reporter. During his time as a reporter with the Wall Street Journal, Brooks was stationed in Brussels covering Russia, the Middle East, South Africa, and European affairs. Today, he is a political analyst and frequent commentator on television and radio programs, as well as an op-ed columnist with the New York Times. David began his writing career in college while at the University of Chicago, after which he went to work for the City News Bureau, covering crime for Chicago's two largest daily papers, the iconic Chicago Tribune and the Chicago Sun-Times. An internship with the National Review led to a job with the Hoover Institute at Stanford University, and then to his work with the Wall Street Journal, before becoming senior editor of the Weekly Standard. David received the 2011 Report on Social Issues Award from the American Sociological Association for exploring core sociological themes as social capital, status, trust, embeddedness, and the impact of social structure on life changes. He serves on the board of directors for the New America Foundation, a nonpartisan think tank focusing on a range of public policy issues. He's also a member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, one of the nation's oldest learned societies, and an independent policy research center addressing critical challenges facing today's global issues and all of the things that we have to struggle with. A prolific writer, David has published 5 books, including one released in April of this year titled The Second Mountain, The Quest for a Moral Life, in which he addresses the 4 commitments that define a life of meaning and purpose. President Crow, Arizona State University is honored to confer upon David Brooks the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, in recognition of his contributions to social sciences, the humanities, and American democracy.
Thank you, Provost Searle. David, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the people of Arizona through their Arizona Board of Regents on the recommendation of the faculty of Arizona State University, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and admit you to all of its rights, honors, privileges, and most importantly, obligations. So we have for you, as a new graduate of Arizona State University, your honorary doctorate. We've also asked David to share with you his substantial insights and perspectives as one of the leading public intellectuals in the United States who sits above the fray while understanding the fray and contributes to all of us, including this institution, with his insights about how we should be advancing to help our country to be more and more and more what it has always aspired to be. So please enjoy David Brooks.
I am very proud to be graduating with you. Took you a bunch of years, took me 90 minutes. But I congratulate you. You've made it to graduation day, and this is really happening. And you know it's really happening because you are still hungover, your parents are proud, and your professors are shocked. And second, and I say this to you truly, being in front of you here is actually one of the greatest honors of my life. This is a university for the people. This is the university America needs most. ASU is famous as the most innovative university in the world. And I love the way you've revolutionized the commencement address. For your commencement speaker, you selected a balding middle-aged windbag. Nobody has ever thought to do this before. Since you got to ASU, you guys have mastered new skills. You've learned how to dominate classroom discussion while doing none of the reading. In lecture halls, you've mastered another skill. For example, right now you're staring at me with what looks like rapt attention, but in fact you're all fast asleep. Over the past 4 years, or 5 or 6, you've made hundreds of friends, worked hard, and done your laundry at least 6 times. I salute your community service. You spent one spring break unicycling across Thailand while reading to lepers. I salute your cultural sophistication. You tell your friends you like Kendrick Lamar, but secretly you still like Taylor Swift before she got angry. Now, on this big day, your life takes an exciting turn. There are 2 paths ahead of you. One leads to a soul-crushing job as a cog in a corporate machine. The other leads to a permanent residence in your parents' basement. I'm here to help you navigate these exciting opportunities. I'm here to remind you that you shouldn't spend your time worrying about all that financial stuff. Your parents would be happy to pay your rent for another 20 years or so. I'd also remind you that you're in a beautiful spot in your life, more mature than the freshmen, sexier than the faculty. I've spent the day at ASU, you're a lot sexier than the faculty. No fair, picky on people. Now, you may not have been through a college commencement so you may not know the etiquette. After you get your degree, it's customary to give President Crow a little tip, 10 or 20 bucks, just to show him he did a good job. It's customary to give your commencement speaker a little tip, 600 or 700 bucks, 5,000 for econ majors. Now, this may be your first college commencement, but you probably know these addresses have a certain formula. The school asks a person who has achieved a certain level of career success to give you a speech telling you career success is not at all important. Then we're supposed to give you a few minutes of completely garbage advice. Listen to your inner voice. Be true to yourself. Follow your passion. Your future is limitless. Take risks. First, my generation gives you a mountain of debt. Then we give you career derailing guidelines that will prevent you from ever paying it off. I'm here to tell you the truth. Don't follow your passion. Follow the passion of the person next to you. It's probably better. I especially like those commencement addresses telling graduates how important it is to fail. These things started with Steve Jobs and J.K. Rowling a few years ago. And from this, you learn that failure is pretty good if you happen to be Steve Jobs or J.K. Rowling. For most people, failure just stinks. Don't fail. Now, before I get started, I should just sit down right now, let's face it. I'd like to make a distinction that'll be the foundation for everything else I say. There's a lot of good cheer on a day like today, but there are actually two emotions in this stadium right now. For the students on the floor, there's happiness. You've achieved something really important. You've worked hard, you're moving closer to your goals. On a day like this, you just feel the urge to clown around and hug your buddies. The other emotion is up among the stands, among your relatives and friends. And that emotion is joy. Up there, they're not thinking about themselves, they're thinking about you. Their delight is seeing the glow on your face, the laughter in your voice, the progress of your journey, the blooming of your very selves. Now, what's the difference? Happiness usually involves a victory for the self. Joy tends to involve the transcendence of self. Happiness comes from accomplishments. Joy comes when your heart is in another. Joy arrives after you've poured love into somebody and you see them glow. Joy comes after years of changing diapers, driving to practice, worrying at night, and just sitting quietly together, watching TV together. Joy is the crown your friends and parents wear today. Joy is the present life gives you as you're giving away your gifts. The essence of what I'm going to say to you today is enjoy happiness. Happiness is good, but joy is better. To explain what I mean, I'm going to take you on a journey through your future life. It's not a journey into the future of professional life, which other people have told you about. I'd like to take you into the history of your future emotional life, which is really going to be at the center of your life. Your spiritual and emotional health in the decades ahead will be directly proportional to how much love you pour into the people around you. So the first thing you're going to do, starting today, is you're going to overinvest in your friendships. Parts of the next few years are going to suck. You're going to have romantic breakups. Your bosses will have that arrogant Kanye attitude, there's a million of you, there's only one of me. You'll feel lost and unimportant. You're going to need your friends. The things the wisest people say about friendship is this: lovers stand face to face staring into each other's eyes, but friends stand side by side staring at the things they care about. Friendship is about doing things together. So you will build your friendships by organizing activities that repeat on a weekly, monthly, or annual basis. Picnics, fantasy leagues, book clubs, volleyball. Don't do kickball, that's lame. Maybe you'll start a giving circle. You'll gather 10 of your best friends from right today, and each of you will put some money into a pot, and every year you'll gather to decide what cause to give the money to. The charity is nice, but really it's just a pretext to get you together each year so you can live your life side by side with the people around you right now. Holding each other in the lows, gushing in the highs, telling the same old crappy stories with the same old friends. Friendship love is relaxed love, it's unjealous love. But sometimes you're out with your friends and you'll taste the kind of joy and effervescent joy that can emerge out of friendship. Several years ago, the writer Zadie Smith was out dancing at a club with her friends in London. She was looking for her handbag when suddenly a song from A Tribe Called Quest came on the sound system. She wrote, "A rail-thin man with enormous eyes reached out across a sea of bodies for my hand. He just kept asking me the same thing. Are you feeling it? I was. My ridiculous heels were killing me. I was terrified I might die, yet I felt simultaneously overwhelmed with delight that Can I Kick It should happen to be playing at that precise moment in the history of the world and was now morphing into Smells Like Teen Spirit. I took the man's hand, the top of my head flew away, we danced, we gave ourselves up to joy." And that can happen with your friendships. And when that sort of thing happens, you come to a realization. There's magic in the world. Magic can happen joyfully. And that takes us to the next chapter of the future of your emotional life. You will fall in love. The few times I've fallen in love, it's been after a long friendship with a person where romance wasn't even on the table. Then gradually everything combusted and burst into flame. So I'm fascinated by people who experience love at first sight. So a few years ago, I heard a story about a concert pianist who lived in Houston who was going to go move to San Francisco to be with her fiancé. She decided to get her hair done before the move, so she went into a salon and she saw the owner of the salon cutting somebody else's hair. She went to the back of the room, she put on her gown and she called her mom, and she said, "I've just seen the man I'm actually going to marry." A few minutes later, she got her hair shampooed and she was out in the chair getting her hair cut from the man. And he asked her a life story, and she said, "I'm a pianist, and I was going to move to San Francisco to be with my fiancé, but I won't do it if you'll marry me." The proprietor looked down at his scissors and realized that he had never felt more free than he did at that moment, and he said, "It's a deal." And they were married the next year. Love humbles you because you're reminded you're not in control of your life. Love is an invading army that reorganizes your sleep patterns, your energy levels, your conversations, and your very thoughts. They say that love is blind, but love is the opposite of blind. It's ferociously attentive. You think about your beloved all the time. You think you see her face in every crowd. You want to know everything about her, so you gradually reveal everything about yourself. When you find that you have something in common, you're amazed like it's a miracle. You don't like scallops? I don't like scallops. You like Lady Gaga? I like Lady Gaga. It's a miracle. We should get married. You are vulnerable and she holds your vulnerability. She pauses and you wait for her. You err and she forgives. After we were engaged, my wife and I were sitting around a conference table with about 15 other people. And all the other people seemed normal and nice, just like my wife. All the other people had arms, faces, legs, and heads. But why did the room, for me, revolve only around her? Why did magical chords flow only onto her? Why it was only her in the magic of my mind's eye that seemed to be covered with crystals and diamonds? And this is more magic. Life takes us back into the land of magic. And so where there is love, there's also some suffering, and that is the next stop on our little roller coaster of the future of your emotional life. If you fall in love, there will be times when love is denied, or betrayed, or grieved. There will be many ways to cast down in the valley of suffering, and broken love is involved in a lot of them. A 19th century Native American poet put it searingly. "Fire runs through my body, the pain of loving you. Pain runs through my body with the fires of my love for you. Consumed by fire with my love for you, I remember what you said to me. I am thinking of your love for me. I am torn by your love for me." When you're in pain, you're in one of life's valleys, and we all have valleys. When you're in the valley, you're feeling bad feelings, but at least you're feeling feelings, which is more than a lot of people can say. And you are learning. You are learning at those moments what you really want and who you really are. We suffer our way to wisdom. So most of us, those moments in the valley is the most important part of our lives. It's the making of us. Your reactions to adversity will define who you are. Some people get broken open in their bad moments. They shrink and turn resentful, angry, invulnerable, tribal. But some people get broken open. They get more vulnerable, more sensitive, more emotionally courageous. The theologian Paul Tillich teaches that suffering interrupts your life and reminds you you're not the person you thought you were. Those moments of pain carves through the floor of what you thought was the basement of your soul, and it carves through that floor, reveals a cavity below, and then it carves through that floor and reveals another cavity below. And when you peer deeper down into yourself than you ever thought imaginable, you realize that only spiritual and emotional food will fill those deep places, not the food the ego craves. You shed some of your ego, sink into yourself, and you discover at the core of yourself the desires of the heart and soul. You're longing to be closely connected with other people. You're longing to serve some transparent good. I have a friend who observes that when her daughter was born, she realized she loved her more than evolution required. And I've always loved that phrase because it speaks to what is distinctly human about everybody in this stadium. Our complex and infinite caring for one another. There are some things we do because biology demands it. There are some things we do to pay the rent. But the material drives don't explain the magic of our friendships, the depths of our love, the way our souls sing when we see people helping those in need. Which brings us to the two final episodes in our little emotional journey. The first is being overwhelmed. For those of you on the floor, this happened to your parents just over 2 decades ago. They had you, and the moment you came out, they felt overwhelmed by a level of love and care that they didn't even know existed. On the day you were born, somebody was overwhelmed by love for you. There are doubtless complexities since then, difficulties in that relationship, and maybe that relationship is even broken off. But when you were born, there was somebody there to lose sleep for you, to worry for you, who was so overwhelmed by their love for you, they would have gladly given their life for you. And one way or another, you're going to find yourself overwhelmed. You'll feel overwhelmed by the love of a child, or the love of your God, or the love of your town, or some vocation or some injustice around you that needs to be righted. And you will promise to serve those things, the things you love, the things that overwhelm you, and those promises and those commitments will define your life. And this brings me to the final emotion, which doesn't seem like an emotion, but it is, and it's faithfulness. Most of the days of our lives are not dramatic, filled with emotional highs and lows. We're just doing our duty, keeping our promises, living up to our responsibilities. We are choosing what we chose before. Faithfulness seems mundane. You're buying your kid another phone after he broke the 3rd phone this year. You're going into the classroom and teaching the same class you taught before. You're showing up at your job even when you're tired and sick. But you push on because ultimately you know how lucky you are. Somebody who is not you made you who you are. Maybe it was your family that made you who you are. Maybe it was growing up in a certain town that made you who you are. Maybe it was a church or a community organization. And maybe it was ASU that made you who you are. I'm 57, and I feel more shaped by my college now than I did on the day I graduated. And I tell you honestly, I am damn lucky that I did not make myself the way I am. I'm damn lucky my college made me the way I am. At some point in life, you become so grateful for what you have been given. And being faithful means identifying the greatest gift you've been given and honoring that gift by giving it away. Somebody taught you history, so you teach it to others. Somebody showed you courage, and so you go into police work. You grew up in a large family with deep relationships, so you go into hospitality and you care for the stranger. And there's one other part of faithfulness, the thing that comes with maturity. Being faithful to your relationships, and that is what is needed today. Emotional honesty, emotional transparency, showing others what you are really feeling. Believe me, in a time of division, a time of national valley, the greatest gift you can give to your country is emotional courage. It's showing all the way up for people. We live in an age of social media. It's very easy to create a false persona and fabricate an image of who you are. We live in a cruel and tribal time. If you are vulnerable, there will be people who will take advantage of your vulnerability and they will hurt you. And you'll feel tempted to close up. But I ask you, keep showing up all the way. Fight hatred with vulnerability, fight fear with vulnerability, fight detachment with emotional honesty, fight loneliness with emotional transparency, be soft and creative at the same time. Vulnerability is the only way we have in this country and world to build relationship, and relationship is the only way we have to experience joy. Relationship is the only way we have to heal our broken society. Joy emerges when you're on the second mountain of life, after all the ups and downs, when you're living into yourself, and you've fallen into yourself and you're living out of the desires of your heart and soul. Graduates, in a few decades, sooner than you think, you will be up in those stands, surrounded by your families, looking down on these strange hats and these strange robes, and you will know that there is someone in that crowd on the floor of this stadium that you love more than life itself. And you will be so proud of them, and your heart will swell up, and your eyes will water, and you will remember all the years that went into this moment, and it will be your turn to wear the crown of joy. Graduates of 2019, have fun tonight. You've earned it.
Thank you for those remarks and congratulations, Dr. David Brooks. President Crow will now present the Moore Award.
First, let me thank David for that fantastic presentation. I mean, it's really fantastic. Tonight, I'm pleased to recognize the graduates who have achieved excellent scholastic records during their undergraduate years at ASU. They've attained the highest grade point as of May 2019, while completing all of their work at ASU in no more than 8 semesters. I'd like these students to stand so that we can recognize the Moore Award recipients for the spring of 2019. Congratulations.
Congratulations to each of the 2019 Moore Award recipients. Barrett Honors College Dean Mark Jacobs will present students completing honors programs.
Will all students graduating from Barrett, the Honors College, please stand? The Craig and Barbara Barrett Honors College at ASU offers talented and motivated students educational opportunities designed to enrich and further their personal and career growth. From the special year-long seminar in which they take part their first year to the honors thesis that each completes, honor students interact in small groups with over 1,800 of our great ASU faculty members every year. Barrett honor students come to ASU to find the best of both worlds, the caring and support of a residential college, coupled with the vast resources of a vibrant research university. The honor students graduating today from Barrett utilize that combination with great success. And today, representing the graduating students from Barrett, the Honors College, is the 2019 outstanding graduate, Madison Sutton. I ask you to join me in saluting the significant achievements of Madison and all of our graduates.
Some of today's undergraduate degree candidates are wearing honor cords. These cords designate students who have attained at least a 3.40 grade point average by the end of the 2018 fall semester for all coursework completed at this university.
So we don't speak much Latin here, but we will for the next couple minutes. As we recognize those of you graduating with Latin honors, I'll ask each of you to stand and be recognized so we can pay tribute to you in each group. To graduate cum laude requires a cumulative grade point of 3.4 to 3.59. Graduates with the honor cum laude, please stand for our salute. To graduate magna cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.6 to 3.79. Graduates with the honor magna cum laude, please stand for our salute. And to graduate summa cum laude, which translates into the Avengers, requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 or above. So, Avengers, please stand. Arizona State University is proud to be a strong supporter of military veterans who have served their country, our country, as well as students pursuing futures in the armed services through their participation in ROTC. Will all graduating ROTC students and graduating students who are or have been members of the armed services please stand for our congratulations?
Thank you. Please be seated. The deans will now present undergraduate degree candidates. President Crow will confer all undergraduate degrees. Sanjeev Kagram, Dean and Director General of the Thunderbird School of Global Management, will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Thunderbird undergraduate students, please rise.
It's a massive group.
We're growing, sir. President Crow, upon recommendation of the faculty of the Thunderbird School of Global Management, it is my pleasure to present candidates for the degree Bachelor of Global Management. We are pleased also to recognize our outstanding graduate from the Thunderbird School of Global Management. Please congratulate Solis Lopez, who receives this recognition on behalf of our newest graduate from the school. Congratulations, Solis.
Thank you. Please be seated. David Gustin, Director of the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, will present bachelor's degree candidates.
President Crow, it is my pleasure to present our second graduating class of undergraduates from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society. The faculty of the school has recommended these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Jadine Cobb is the Spring 2019 Outstanding Graduate from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society. Today she receives recognition on behalf of the graduates from the school. Congratulations to each of them.
Thank you. Please be seated. Christopher Boone, Dean of the School of Sustainability, will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, the faculty of the School of Sustainability takes pride in recommending candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science from the first School of Sustainability in the United States. Mariam Balkis Binti Abdul Rashid is the outstanding graduate from the School of Sustainability for the class of 2019. Mariam is receiving recognition on behalf of the graduates from the School of Sustainability. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. Dean Judith Karshmer will present bachelor's degree candidates from the Edson College of Nursing and Health Innovation.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Edson College of Nursing and Health Innovation, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science. Christina Worley, the outstanding graduate from the College of Nursing and Health Innovation, is the class of 2019. She represents over 450 graduates from the Edson College. Congratulations, Christina.
Thank you. Please be seated. Vice Provost and Dean of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, Christopher Callahan, will present bachelor degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, it is my honor to present candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science as recommended by the faculty of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. The Cronkite School is delighted to recognize our 2019 outstanding graduate, Kelsey Moe. Congratulations, Kelsey, and to all of our Cronkite School graduates.
Thank you. Please be seated. Todd Sandrin, Vice Provost and Dean of the New College of Interdisciplinary Arts and Sciences, will present bachelor degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, I am proud to present candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Applied Sciences as recommended by the faculty of the New College of Interdisciplinary Arts and Sciences. Representing our graduates today is Jordan Garcia, outstanding graduate from the New College of Interdisciplinary Arts and Sciences for the class of 2019. Congratulations, Jordan.
Thank you. Please be seated. Associate Dean Ida Mallion of the Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Good evening. Candidates, please rise. President Crow, upon recommendation of the outstanding faculty of the Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College, it is my pleasure to present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Education. Paul Morrison is a 2019 outstanding graduate from the Mary Lou Fulton Teachers College. He is representing more than 1,300 future educators graduating in the class of 2019 from the college. Congratulations, Paul and graduates.
Thank you. Please be seated. Dean of the Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts, Stephen Tepper, will present bachelor's degree candidates.
President Crow, candidates, please rise. President Crow, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I present candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science and Design, and Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture. The 2019 outstanding graduate from the Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts is Maeda Moatyina. Please join me in congratulating Maeda and all of our exceptional graduates.
Thank you. Please be seated. Vice Provost and Dean of the College of Integrative Sciences and Arts, Dwayne Rowan, will present bachelor degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. It is my pleasure to present candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of General Studies, and Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, as recommended by the faculty of the College of Integrative Sciences and Arts. The College of Integrative Sciences and Arts is pleased to recognize Caroline Kaiser as the 2019 outstanding graduate. Congratulations, Caroline, and all of the graduates from the College of Integrative Sciences and Arts.
Thank you. Please be seated. Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions Dean Jonathan Coppell will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, it is my pleasure to present candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work as recommended by the faculty of the Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions. Today, representing the class of 2019 from Watts College of Public Service and Community Solutions is our outstanding graduate, Kelly Walsh. Congratulations, Kelly, and all graduates.
Thank you. Please be seated. Deborah Hellitzer, Dean of the College of Health Solutions, will present bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Health Solutions.
Candidates, please rise. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Health Solutions, it is my pleasure to present candidates for the degree Bachelor of Applied Science and Bachelor of Science. The College of Health Solutions is pleased to recognize the 2019 Outstanding Graduate, Carolyn Perkey. Congratulations, Carolyn.
Thank you. Please be seated. Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering Dean Kyle Squires will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, the faculty of the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering, takes pride in recommending candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Engineering. The Fulton Schools of Engineering is also pleased to introduce Darren Smith, the 2019 Outstanding Graduate. Congratulations, Darren.
Thank you. Please be seated. W.P. Carey School of Business Dean Amy Hillman will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, on behalf of the W.P. Carey School of Business and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I present you with the candidates for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Eli Shipman is the 2019 Outstanding Graduating Senior. Congratulations, Eli, and to all of our graduates.
Thank you. Please be seated. Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Patrick Kenny, will present bachelor's degree candidates.
Candidates, please rise. President Crow, it is a privilege to present candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. All have been recommended for these degrees by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences maintains disciplinary divisions representing the social sciences, the natural sciences, and the humanities, and we are pleased to recognize outstanding graduates from each division. The outstanding graduate from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Social Sciences, is Brian Sweeney.
There's Libby.
The outstanding graduate from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Natural Sciences, is Sierra Murphy. The outstanding graduate from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the Humanities is Chandler Fritz. Sierra, Brian, and Chandler represent nearly 4,000 graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the 2019 class. Congratulations.
So, just before you, the provost and I are checking something. Hold on. Yeah, so two of you are like really, really close. What do you think? All right, thumbs up. All right, so, Mr. Wong.
And now, will all undergraduate degree candidates please rise?
So, one last step. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents on behalf of the people of Arizona, on the recommendation of the outstanding faculty of Arizona State University, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate bachelor's degree and admit you to the fellowship of educated women and educated men with all of its rights, honors, privileges, and most importantly, obligations. So graduates, one last final rite of this commencement. Please move your tassels from the right to the left side. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates! Now will everyone please stand and join in singing the Arizona State University alma mater, led by Taryn Cantrell. The recessional will immediately follow the alma mater. Taryn, and congratulations, graduates! In an effort to recycle programs, please leave any programs you do not wish to take with you on the tables as you leave the stadium. We ask that all graduates and guests remain seated as the platform party departs the stage. Thank you. Thank you for joining us for today's celebration. This is Mike Wong on behalf of Arizona State University, wishing you a pleasant evening and safe travels. The 2019 spring commencement is concluded.
This feeling inside my bones, it goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my